Well, good evening, everyone, and welcome back to Make Our World Your Runway. You know, this show features the most fantastic individuals from the world of pageantry, fashion, modeling, business, and beauty, and even the entertainment industry. But before we do bring on a very special guest that we have today, and she's absolutely amazing, you're going to love her, we always like to give our subscribers a few reminders. Now, we do want to remind you to subscribe to the Global Trade Chamber YouTube channel, so that you can view all the shows from Make Our World Your Runway and, of course, Success Stories. And I highly recommend tuning in to Success Stories, which is produced by the Global Trade Chamber. We are highlighting stories from some of the most amazing women in the world of business and community service. And volume 2 of the 100 most successful women in business is now available on Amazon. Again, I highly recommend you getting your copy. This best-selling book highlights some of the amazing accomplishments of women in business and community service from around the world. If you are a successful woman, you will want to order your copy today. And also, if you have a story to tell, you will want to be in volume 3 that is going to be coming out soon. And get ready for amazing business expos and conferences with some of the most amazing and successful women entrepreneurs and business leaders. Register now for the Women Business Expo and Conferences 2023 in Philadelphia, San Francisco, and Dallas, Texas. So for complete information on these conferences and all other information pertaining to 100 successful women in business and the Global Trade Chamber, be sure to visit their website at www.100swb.com for all the details. And of course, America's #1 event for international trade companies, the Global Trade Chamber Convention Awards and Conference in Puerto Rico. That's coming up October 25th to the 29th, 2023. You need to book your tickets now because that's going to be an absolute complete sellout. I can tell you firsthand, I've done many events in Puerto Rico, and every time I've been there, it's a sellout. It's fantastic. The world seems to come there. So it's one event I'm telling you, you do not want to miss. And now on to our show. As we always say, lights, camera, action. It's Make Our World Your Runway. And of course, we have an amazing guest. And again, we're going to go into the beauty and business entity. Now, this fabulous lady, I met her many, many years ago when I was in Las Vegas, Nevada. Okay. And she is a businesswoman. First and foremost, she's the CEO and president of Nevada Ladies in Business. She does host monthly ladies events and leadership training. And she supports collaboration, referencing businesses, and its membership and director marketing business. And as I said, this lady encompasses a lot. She's also been in the pageantry world, the beauty industry. I've also known her to do makeup on a few people, including myself. So without further ado, ladies and gentlemen, I'd like to bring on Dunia Antunez, if I'm saying her name correctly, to Make Our World Your Runway. So Dunia, we welcome you. Hello, Ms. Dunia. How are you?
Very good, very good. How are you, Angela?
Well, good morning. How do you pronounce your last name?
Antunez.
Antunez. Okay, I did say it correctly.
Okay.
I hate to botch up people's names like mine, Posillico, you know.
Yeah,
people look at it like this and go, I don't know how to pronounce it. I said, forget it. Just let's go on. But anyway, you've been doing some amazing things. I mean, you know, you're in Nevada, you're a lady of business. You connect a lot of businesses together. We just recently met, which was a great event with Prime America. So tell us exactly what it is that you do, because I know you're involved in so much.
Yes, I do a lot of different things, but the main thing that we do, we are a financial company, an investment company with Primerica. We are representatives, we have brokers, and we're all independent brokers. And, you know, we educate the client on how money works. That's the main one. And then, of course, I have my ladies group, which is Nevada Ladies in Business. And it's just us hosting events and working on our leadership skills. That's what I do. And then I have my Latino, which is educating our Latino community here in Nevada. So I do a lot of different things like you.
Yeah, exactly. You definitely do a lot of different things. I noticed that. How did you get involved with all of this? Because I remember when I met you, you were more into the pageantry and the beauty industry. So how did you evolve into all these different businesses?
Well, what happened when I first met you, I was an esthetician and I had my makeup crew, remember? And then
Yes.
I helped you with your beauty queen when you came to Nevada. And that's how we met. And I showed you around the city and we had a great time. And I had a studio at Look Style Society, and that's where I took on my clients. And we had a photo shoot. I remember that. That's what I was trying to remember. You and your beauty queen were there and we had a photo shoot, right? We did your hair
Yes.
and all that stuff. Okay. So I was there. That's what I used to do. So I used to help women look good and feel good and, make them just presentable. And all my clients were beauty professionals and beauty queens. That's why I got involved with you. And then after that, I met my partner and he's in the financial world with
Right.
America. And so then what happened was I became an agent with him too, because not only should we be beautiful, but we should be smart. So I started learning about, finances. And so now that's what I do.
Exactly. And I agree with that. I always say that to all my beauty queens and all the, the women that I meet. It is important to be beautiful. Okay. Image, image, image. I always stress that. If you look good, of course, you're going to attract more people. But at the same time, you got to have a little bit of intelligence. And what we do is, and something we found was very successful last year, we actually gave them a 30-day challenge. And we also want them to have a platform so that they can, what we told them, the platform could be anything. If they want to work with the Cancer Society, they want to go into climate change, or just like you say, anything financial, so that this way, besides being beautiful, they have a platform and they can talk intelligently to people, and that will get them more sponsors as well.
Right.
And something that I was impressed in when you were here in Florida, especially with Primerica, is that financial side, because I did not know until they put those statistics up that a lot of people retire and don't even have a pension plan.
Yes, that's what got me too. I couldn't believe that. And I have a lot of friends too that are still working. And that really
Yes.
hurts me, because if I would have known what I know now in my 20s, I would have helped them more. So now that's why I said, but it's never too late to help them. So that's what we're doing now.
Exactly, because you're right. There are so many people that retire. They rely on the Social Security. Okay. A lot of them don't get a lot of Social Security. All right. And when the rules were changed, luckily my husband does get Social Security. He gets a very high Social Security only because when they changed the rules, they went back to the best 10 years. And him working in New York City, he had a salary that was 6 digits plus. So that's a different story. But how many people fell into that category? Okay.
Yes.
Not too many. And at least he has 2 pensions. Okay. Because he worked for MCI and then Cable and Wireless. He worked for a couple of major companies. So he was lucky. But you're right. I've met so many of my friends that retire, or unfortunately, they may have to go into an assisted living, and they don't have that money for the assisted living, and they have that their entire Social Security has to go to assisted living, and all they do is give them a little bit of they'll give them a little bit of a salary, but they're really struggling. So what you do is very important.
Yeah, so we're trying to educate especially our older generation, because they didn't plan right. And because they didn't plan right, because they didn't have nobody to teach them about money, or a financial coach or a plan or anything like that. So now that we know better, we could do better. Yeah. So
exactly,
a little bit of knowledge.
It is a little bit of knowledge. And my husband always says that to me. He says, Angela, if nobody tells you, you're not going to know what's going on. He said, it's a lot of research. Okay. You may have to spend a whole day just researching something, but you've got to do that to know what's going on out there. Now, of course, I know a lot of people got caught up in the financial crisis in 08 and 09 and lost things.
Yes.
They did plan, but unfortunately, but some people were lucky enough to get it back. If you've got that wherewithal and you can go out there and find out things. Okay. But I was just very impressed, because even myself, I learned things that day that I didn't even know. Okay. And even if you think you're in the know, you find out you're not in the know. So it is great on what you do, and hooking up with somebody like Chris, I think was He's phenomenal.
Yes, Chris Howard, he's been in the business for 30 years. He built his company. Yeah, he built his company. He brought Primerica to Nevada. So, you know, all the offices, he has over like, I think he has 80 vice presidents, which are brokers. They all have their offices. He has 2,800 agents in the United States. So he's built a pretty solid business. And as his partner and as his director of marketing, we're trying to get his name known because he was known back then, but you know, we didn't have all this social media back then.
Right.
So like a Grant Cardone of the 90s, you know? So I said, you need to be a Grant Cardone of today.
Yes,
So,
yes.
right?
Remember Grant Cardone? Oh my God, that name was synonymous all over the place.
Yeah.
I mean, that guy gave more symposiums and seminars. It was unbelievable. So he needs to get out and do that because, yeah, he definitely, if he's got that many vice presidents and he's got that many facilities, agencies, oh my God, he's definitely doing something right.
Right, yeah. So he's mentored, he's coached, he helped build businesses. We have a like 80% of his agents are Latinos and Latinas, and they're powerful and they're role models, and they, you know, teach the community about being financially independent. And that's why it triggered, because I said, you know, the beauty financial world is okay, but that's just so superficial. But once you start helping people get out of debt and make money and retire and travel, it's more like, wow, I said, I need to get involved in this. And so then, you know, he told me to get my license. I'm an agent with him and I'm building my Latino team. So it's going to be exciting.
Yeah, it's very exciting. In fact, I was telling Chris that that's the reason why I've gotten involved with a lot of economic development, where I have a very good friend of mine that was the CEO for Margaritaville at Sea, but he owns properties, resorts, and he does a lot with tourism throughout the country and even the world. And he's pulled me into a few things. He says, I know you need to, you know, facilities to do your event. And I just recently got involved with Sandpiper Bay, which was a Club Med, which is in Port St. Lucie, not too far, about an hour away from where I live. And they're actually been taken over by the Wyndham properties. So I'm getting involved with them and helping them build their business. And I'm probably going to bring my event there and then help them do some other shows. So it's like a win-win situation. Now I feel like I'm not only doing a show, but I'm getting involved with something where I could get return on investment.
Yes, yes, I know. I like your beauty pageant because it's such a unique concept, you know?
It is.
We don't have anything like that here. I think that we were talking about maybe bringing something to Nevada, and we need to talk about that because it's so important. Women love this beauty pageant, you know? They love being an advocate for small business. So I'm thinking we need to do something like that because I like how you, I think it's like, it's a combination of vacation,
right,
a beauty pageant and entertainment, you were telling me?
Oh yeah, every year we have major entertainment. I mean, for the last 5.5 years, we've had Tito Puente Jr. and his Latin jazz ensemble, Melina Almodova. In the past, we've had Ray Ruiz. If you remember Eduardo Llanes, who was very big on the telenovelas with Telemundo, we had him as our host. So it's just not a beauty pageant. It's an all-around show, and it's an opportunity to empower women. And you just said something about Las Vegas, because something that we're trying to do with the Global Trade Chamber and the 100 Successful Women in Business is to bring an entire show into Las Vegas.
Okay. Yes.
So maybe we could pick a month or next year and really put that together where, like, the Global Trade Chamber is going to be doing Puerto Rico, October 25th to the 29th. Now that's 4 days of conferences and, you know, awards, galas. So this is something we'd love to do in Las Vegas, because you say you're doing a show in Vegas, you'd be surprised. Everybody wants to go.
Everybody will be here, you know?
Oh yeah, the whole world wants to go to Las Vegas. You say I'm doing a show in Vegas. Oh my God, when, where, how do I get there?
Let's do it.
That's exactly what you hear, because Vegas has everything. Let's face it. You want to gamble, you could gamble. You want to do a show, you want to do a show. And I've also read up, there are a lot of conventions that are in Las Vegas.
Yes, yes, yes. Well, we have a lot of connections, so we all need to talk, right?
Yeah, we definitely need to talk. I know that Maria from 100 Successful Women, she would love this. Al Otero, who was just here before.
Okay.
Al and I go back about 22 years together. In fact, we were trying to do something this summer, but the schedule was already set. So we need to speak because I think we could definitely do something. You know, I always have my main event, but maybe during the summer next year, I could do a Miss International World and a Miss Latina United States pageant in Vegas and really.
Oh my God, that would be amazing. That would be like a dream come true because, you know, I love beauty, I love business, and I love finances now. So we need the finances to be able to enjoy, right?
Right,
Our
exactly.
beauty and our vacations and, you know, have everything that we need for this beauty pageant.
Oh, yeah. And we can talk about sponsorship. And I also have sponsorship opportunities. I mean, I could take a trip out to Vegas, you know, after the first of the year or in the middle of the year, and we could definitely look at locations and plan something out because I have been dying to get back to Las Vegas.
There you go.
And I know if I say I'm going to Vegas for 3 days or something like that, you'd be surprised how many people are definitely going to want to jump into my suitcase and say, I'm going with you. So yeah, Vegas has always been a hot spot. And, you know, I was watching the story on how Las Vegas got started. And when you really look at the background of Vegas, I mean, it's how, you know, it was started and where it got to today. I mean, it practically started out with 1 or 2 hotels and grew into this multi-billion-dollar operation.
And now we're going to have the Super Bowl next year. The Super Bowl is here in Las Vegas.
In 2024?
Yes, they're getting ready right now. Yes.
Uh-oh. I gotta get to the Super Bowl in February, right?
Yes, February.
The only thing, it's a little cold in February.
No, it's nice. It's nice. It's going to be the biggest event. I mean, they're going to set the stage worldwide. It's going to be the standard of the Super Bowl. You wait.
Oh,
I mean,
my.
they started announcing they're going around in this big truck and it has a big football and it says, you know, Super Bowl coming this way. Is going around town right now. So they already started marketing right now.
And, you know, it's funny you should say that because a media company that I actually work with here in Florida called Florida National News. Okay, Willie David heads it up. He has done some videos for me and has covered my pageant before. He just came off the Cannes Film Festival, okay, in France. And he was awarded as one of the top media companies that covered Cannes. But every year he's been going to the Super Bowl.
Wow.
So if he knew I was going to the Super Bowl, oh my God, he'd probably get you and I to do an interview there.
Let's do it. Let's do
Yeah,
it.
exactly. Let's do it.
Work our connections, right? Let's work our connections. We want to collaborate. We want to support each other.
Yeah, absolutely. I got to save my pennies now. Here comes February.
Yes.
Here it is. And if you got a Wyndham Hotel out there or a Hilton, I'm a member of both of them.
Okay, I do. Yes.
Oh, yeah. The Wyndham, in fact, like I said, this property that I'm dealing with, Sandpiper Bay, has been taken over by Wyndham, and I'm sure I'm going to get the Wyndham name behind me. So if they knew I was doing something out there, oh my God.
I believe I have a huge connection because my one of my ladies in business, her husband is agent there. So,
oh, wow. Yeah. Oh, yeah. That would be amazing. And we're going to be doing our program book coming up soon. So you have to give me an ad for our program book so we can start advertising for you.
Yes.
Yeah, because we always get at least 1,000 people or better at our events and people read that book. Okay. Yes. And I have people here that want to get into financing. I also have a very good, and I could hook you guys up, very good financial advisor by the name of Mike Lavallee that I've been working with. He started with Wells Fargo, believe it or not. Yeah. He managed one of the branches, but he did see that banking was taking a little bit of a turn that I don't think he was too happy with or interested in. So he went on his own and he's actually worked for a couple of financial companies.
Yes, I can connect with Chris Howard.
They can. Oh, we got to connect them. Yeah, he's actually done stuff like that. And he's been connecting people and the dots all over the place. In fact, I just called him on something and he says, no, don't do it. It's a wrong move, but do it this way. I mean, he's advised me on a lot. He said, you got to get back out there, get more directors for your pageant travel. That's how you're going to make your money.
That's right.
And we have merchandise that's going to be coming up. We've actually started a global store. We will be advertising it probably next week. It'll go live. We have jackets, we have mugs, we have bags, and this is a great way for the ladies to actually promote their titles. But we're also working with a makeup company. One of our girls started her own makeup line, which is beautiful, 𝐏𝐚𝐠𝐿𝐿 Cosmetics, and ice cream sunscreen. If you see this sunscreen, the girl that created it, it looks like an ice cream cone. You buy it, you don't even think you're buying a sunscreen.
No way.
And if anybody buys that, they're going to donate proceeds back to the organization so that this can help with the girls' entry fees as well, too.
I love that. What a great idea.
Yeah, it is. I think the store is going to be successful. And then we have an organization that we deal with, which has helped a lot of our contestants, called Pageant Planet. And it's the People Choice Awards. Now, what it is that the girls can put their picture on this site, and they get their family and friends to go in and vote for them. It's $1 a vote.
Right.
And it also gives them points to help them. Whoever gets the most points can get into the finals.
Right.
We had the top 5 girls last year raised over $15,000.
That is fantastic.
Yeah. Okay. I mean, these girls really got their family and friends to go out and actually vote for them. And I was amazed. Top 5 women getting in there. So this is another opportunity that we have for contestants, as well as the program book. So we definitely have to sit down and talk.
Yes, we have so much in common, right?
Yeah, exactly. I mean, you do so much. You have Nevada Ladies in Business, a business and communication training consultant. And of course, you work with Chris Howard. You do something with wellness. And I see you got the HowardTeamFreedom.org.
Yes. So if anybody wants to learn a little bit more about financials, financial investments or insurance or any financial services or products, just go to HowardTeamFreedom.org. So you could there's a lot of videos there that he puts out and a lot of information. It's really good. I mean, and financial concepts that will help you with your money, getting out of debt, building more income. And we also have that business opportunity to be one of our agents to join us too, so we take, it's all over the United States. So we could do
which is great. And I'm so glad that you guys came here to Florida. That was great. I mean, a lot of women have been successful and have done very, very well with something like that. So it's a great opportunity. Hopefully you can get to San Francisco. I'm going to be there on August the 19th. It would be a great way for you to connect with a lot of women that are there and really get your word out, because one of the shows that I attended in Miami, we call them the Rockstar Road shows. And 100 Successful Women is going to Philadelphia June the 30th. But I learned a lot from the speakers there, and they had speakers about insurance and what to do if you get into an accident, which is absolutely fantastic. And there have been women and organizations that have talked about finance, but what you do, I think it would be great.
Yes, we need to sit down, because I think I'm going to look at my schedule for August, and I think I'm going to join you. Is this for the 100 Successful Women? Yeah,
this is 100 Successful Women. This is another one of our Rockstar Road shows. So we'll be at the University of San Francisco. I mean, it's a huge place. And as a matter of fact, I'm going to go live with Make Our World Your Runway there.
Yes. I'm going to show.
We were going to do a fashion show, but I've got a few different ideas. I've got a couple of girls that are in fashion. Hopefully I can get somebody that I can, maybe I'll do a little bit of a casting and and crown them. Yeah, let's definitely do it. So, I will be there. I'll probably fly in like the day before, so I can make sure, that I've got everything set up. And then the 19th, we will be ready to go.
Yes, maybe some of my ladies in business will join me, and then we could go over there and connect with you guys and somehow partner together and then make it even more big,
Oh, yeah, absolutely. I'll definitely connect you with Maria, and you'll love Maria. Maria is fantastic. She's a great mentor. She's got a great eye for business. She's the one that produces my show. Good. So, I will tell you, as I was telling everybody, I do not know if I will be accepted but I was nominated for 50 over 50 women that is produced by Forbes magazine.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm up there with some big and powerful names. I doubt they will accept me, but just the fact that I was nominated and
Yes.
they looked at me and they got back to me and made me fill out a questionnaire. I was like,
Right.
must be doing something right. And I'll tell
That's
you how
amazing.
I got it. It was through the 100 Successful Women in Business. They saw that I have the show. They saw that I've done a few shows. They saw I was in England last year when we did the big gala, and the fact that I was featured on the cover of Success Stories.
Yes, I love that.
Yeah.
Amazing. Congratulations. Yes,
Well,
just nomination is amazing.
Yep, thank you. So I'm really excited about that. And as I said, if they don't accept me, I understand, because when you're up against some real powerful names in the entertainment, in the world of business, or in politics, it's understandable. But the fact that I got nominated along with all these women, I said, I must be doing something right.
You are. Yes, you are. Yes, you are.
Exactly. So anyway, my dear, tell me, what plans do you have for the future?
So my plans are to build this Latino. I'm going to build a Howard Team Freedom Latino. So I already have, we already have an educator that's going to do all the stuff, all how money works in Spanish. We're going to do Facebook Live. We're going to do Instagram Live. We're going to do a weekly show every Thursday. Is going to start next week. And just to educate our community, you know, in finance and how to get out of debt and make more money. And if they want a career change, we're here to help them. So that's in the future. And then with the ladies in business, I also want to have a show. I want to have a show just like yours, because it's like beauty, finance, and business. So I'm thinking, wow, I love this idea of the, 100 successful women is like up there. So we should think globally. And this is
because 100 Successful Women is global. As I said, they're doing some shows. Of course, they always do shows in the States, but in December, they are supposed to be going to Mumbai, India to do the 100 Successful Women in Business Convention and Gala, as they did last year in London, England. And of course, Puerto Rico, October 25th to the 29th. That's really the Global Trade Chamber, but of course, it's still going to honor women. And as I said before, while you were behind stage, anything I've ever done in Puerto Rico is amazing. It seems the world goes to Puerto Rico. I don't know what it is, but everybody loves going there. And there's going to be a tour of Old San Juan. So that's another great opportunity to really get the word out.
I love that, because I like to travel. So that fits right into my future.
Oh yeah, you'd be, I'm telling you, you'd be absolutely fantastic there. It's a week after my pageant, so I'm going to try to get there. Okay. But if somebody like you were there, or you'd love my girl Mimi from Peace on the Streets Radio. She's amazing. She's definitely going to be going. So if I have some people there, we can definitely spread the word about all our organizations. But
yes, I actually start following her already.
Oh, Mimi. Oh yeah, Mimi Mala. You got to get on her show. Okay. It's always Wednesday evening. I usually do it every Wednesday evening. It's a call-in. You don't have to do anything. It's a call-in. I usually go on about 10:30 in the evening. So that would be what, about 7:30 your time? Yeah, based out 7:30. And she'll give you like 20 minutes, and you can definitely get the word out. Mimi's great. Yeah, if you're following her, she's a great gal. I mean, this is a woman, that's what I said before, came from humble beginnings, really came from some hard times, worked herself up. She also has a show, but you have to go live on that show. You have to be in the studio, called Latina Role Models. It's in Orlando.
I love it.
Next time you're in Florida, you definitely have to get on that show, because it's in a studio which talks all about the Latin community, almost something like John Leguizamo was doing right now on MSNBC with his show. So it highlights all of that. And now tomorrow, she is going to be the announcer for a big gala for the Cancer Society.
Oh, wow. I love fundraisers. And
Mimi, and she's working for the NBA Magic. She's also one of the announcers, for the basketball team. So here's a girl that really started, I'm not going to say with nothing, but just came from some small, humble beginnings. And now is an executive producer of Peace on the Streets, Latina Role Models, with the basketball team. And she's all over the place right now, and wears her crown and banner. okay? Because she's Miss Latina International Puerto Rico. And definitely, in fact, last year when we had Salsa Fest, the big Salsa Fest that comes up every year in Hollywood, she was the daytime announcer. She did a fabulous job.
Yes, yes. I see all her videos and I see all
Yes,
things that she's involved with. Those are the kind of women I like to hang around with, you know? We bring
yes.
value to each other. I love that.
Yeah, and Mimi, if you connect with her, one thing about her, and she likes what you're doing, she will really promote your business. That's one thing about Mimi. She gets out there and she promotes. I don't have to tell her. She's one of the very few. I don't have to tell, get out there with your crown and banner and promote the organization. She does it on her own. And everything she does, she's got that sash on, and whether she's got a crown like this or she's got it on her head, she promotes that title. So I love her. She's really great. So anyway, my dear, I know we have to wrap up the show, but it was such a pleasure to have you on Make Our World Your Runway. I know there's a time difference, so I know when I do India, I have to be on like 7 a.m. in the morning because of that 10-hour time difference. But I will definitely connect you with Maria. Let's keep this dialogue going. Let's talk. And hopefully we'll see you in San Francisco. And let's definitely see what we can do in Las Vegas for 2024. I've got the Super Bowl in the back of my head now. So we're going to plan for that.
Yes, there's a reason why we're here.
Yeah, exactly. That is the reason. So definitely say hi to Chris for me. And again, thank you for coming on Make Our World Your Runway. And anytime you want to come on our show, you let me know.
Thank you so much for having me. Thank you.
All right. Thank you so much, and have a great weekend and a great day. And we will be in touch.
Thank you.
Thank you, dear. Well, there you have it, ladies and gentlemen, another fantastic guest. Dunia is just absolutely amazing, and we're going to be hearing more from her. And of course, the Super Bowl, that's very exciting, and that's something that Make Our World Runway would like to be at. So again, ladies and gentlemen, we want to thank you for tuning in to Make Our World Your Runway, and stay tuned because every Friday and next Friday, we'll have another fantastic guest. Thank you so much. Have a great day and a fabulous weekend.